أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Council, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I'll call on Honorable Silla to lead us in Muslim prayers and Mr. Sengor to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يأتون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسي السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يأتون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما ولا العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر حاسد إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس والله يعصمك من الناس سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Gracious Father, we praise your name for yet another new week. Lord, we thank you for all that you've done. We equally praise your name for what you will do in our lives this new week. Lord, as we begin our sittings this morning, we invite your presence. Lord, we ask that you take control. Control everything that happens. Equip us with the requisite know-how to confront any challenge that affronts us. Lord, help us to execute our function to the best of our abilities. Lord, we equally commit all the sittings that we'll be having in the course of the week into your hands, Lord. We ask that you control our actions and our reactions in relation to matters we're doing here. We thank you, Lord, because we know you've answered. For in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
The witness.
Morning.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Islam.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Affirmation.
Affirmation. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Okay, use your right hand. Place your hand into the air and then repeat after me.
I,
Honorable Sulayman Jammeh,
Sulaiman Jammeh,
do solemnly,
do swear
sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to first.
Good morning, Honorable Jammeh.
Morning, Ma.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we please proceed? Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, Honorable Commissioners. Good morning, Mr. Jammeh.
Morning.
Could you please tell the Commission your full names?
My names are Sulaiman Jammeh,
What is your address?
Bundung.
Mr. Jammeh, when did you join Kanifing Municipal Council?
From 2013 to 2018. Then later I was re-elected in 2018 to 2022 when I resigned to contest for parliamentary election. And now I'm the National Assembly member for Bundungakunda constituency.
Okay, we'll focus on from 2018 to 2022.
Yes, please.
Mr. Jammeh, kindly take us through your educational background briefly.
Yes, I went to Bundung Primary School. Then from there, I transferred to Larikunda Sabiji, where I did my grade 6. Then moved to Paju, known as St. Augustine Junior Secondary School. Then from there to Farafenye, then moved to Nusa Senior Secondary, where I did my grade 12. But currently, from there, I went through MDI, where I obtained my postgraduate in public administration. And now currently, I'm doing my master's program in international relations and diplomacy.
Okay. Just to be clear, when did you resign?
2022. 2022. Yes, just before the election, before my nomination.
Right. Do you remember making a statement with the investor?
Yes, please. Yes.
You
provided with the statement, you can kindly go through it and confirm if that was the statement you made with the investigators.
Yes, please. That's my statement.
And you still go by the contents of the statement.
Pardon? Sorry.
I said you still go by the contents of the statement.
Yes, yes, please.
Thank you. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mr. Sulayman Jammeh, dated the 28th day of October 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 28th of October 2024 is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as SDC/SJ in brackets 1/CMC/001.
Ask the commission, please. Mr. Jammeh, have you been receiving the ward allocation?
Yes, please.
And you have a VDC account?
Yes, please.
Okay, before you leave, you can kindly give the VDC account number to the registrar of the commission. You can note that down.
Thank you.
If you have it now, you can please provide.
Okay. I already have it. The number.
You have it here.
Yes,
then
please.
You can provide it to the registrar.
Yeah.
So since when did you start receiving these allocations?
I think it's from 2020.
From 2020
Yes.
2022.
Yes, please.
So that's 2 years. So within the span of 2 years, the ward allocations that you've been receiving, how did you expand them?
Basically, on the ward allocation, it was mainly community development activities. When
That's done in your
yes,
kindly take us through. Yes,
yeah, basically because before I received this ward allocation, I've already started a development activities within my ward. Because as yes, surely, because for us as a ward development committee, we work based on our development plan and priorities. So since I was a councillor in 2013, so we were working through those development plan. Our first time, the main priority was water, where we were able to install so many water in various homes. And for 2018 to 2022, street lighting was our major priority at that time. So thank God we were able to come up with an initiative of street light. But the time we started it, by then we were not receiving ward allocation. I was just doing it with my ward development committee, and the idea was something that was very laudable, because at the end of the day, today so many Gambians took up the initiative, and now so many communities are doing this. And through that, our ward development committee do interact or associate with or collaborate with other communities to support them in the initiative. So based on that, in 2020, we also knew that it was a year of COVID.
Yes.
And basically, we were able to do a lot of work as far as the sensitization is concerned, and to provide water tanks to public places like churches, mosques, car parks, and so many other areas. So notwithstanding also, because street light was our main priority, but it doesn't mean that's what we were only doing. And when we were doing this thing also, during when the central government brought the food relief program, so the World Development Committee decided, because through national disaster, there was no funding for data collectors. So for us as a community, we decided just to implement that effectively.
we decided to take money from our World Development Fund, pay our development committee members, some of them, to go into communities to take data of household, which I have, which I can tender. So basically, after that, we were able to give them for their service. So, and at the same time, we do support communities, football teams. You know, whenever there is Nevetan, there is a culture in Bundung where up till today, we are doing it every Nevetan. We call all the teams, qualified teams participating, we support them at our own level. So we also did some road rehabilitation, and this one also has been happening before we receive. So when we receive this, the money, we also invest some amount of money into road rehabilitations and so other programs. But notwithstanding, at the same time, other organizations will come or individual, I could remember, we do support them based on their request.
On their interest. I beg your pardon, you do support them based on their
support, based on their request. Because what happened, you know, we have an office and people do come there. So sometimes even at the level of the community, because everybody knows the office, they will come in there at the end of it. Because actually, I'm the councillor, but I have a very a secretary who is always in the office to take care of such matters.
Okay, so the documents you're having was for the funds disbursed for COVID relief. Those are the documents that you were talking about?
Not actually, because I was just trying to go through the activities we did, because we did a lot of activities.
You spoke about the document that you're having. I just want to confirm what you said it was.
No, basically what I'm saying is like during the COVID, you know, for us to be able to distribute the food ration to our people, we were able to take up the initiative by ourselves to organize our ward community members to go into the community to take, you know, household names. So that makes it very easy and simple for us to be able to do the needful. You know, yes.
You made mention of ward development plan, and you said it was from 2013. So the activities done from 2018 to 2022. You can kindly provide us with the plan for that one.
Yes, I do have it.
Sorry, the one from 2013, you told me it's continuing, but specifically you focus on the lightning and other stuff from 2018.
Yes.
So do you have that plan with you?
Yes, it's all here.
Okay. You can kindly give us the plan so that we can tender the document. That will be the ward development plan, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Jammeh, if you have any other documents that you wish to present?
I equally have the ward development activity report where you can go through. It's in a book format. You can see all what we are.
So present to us all the documents you have, so that we admit all of them at a room.
Yes, and this is my as the chair of the foreign relations. These are some of the committee report and recommendations. It's here.
Okay.
So I have some requests that I made to KMC. I have those
requests. Yes.
Yeah.
If you have the retirement as well.
The retired one, I got the 2020, which I went to Council according to they said they brought everything here. But for the 2020, because I was able to copy that, and I
Yes.
have that one.
Okay,
here
you
with
can
me.
kindly provide us with that one as well, so we can just send that everything at once.
Okay. So this is the diamond. Okay. Six Johnson, the other one is Murzani Ward. So meaning each of this is a street light bearing a name of the person responsible for the street light. Because normally the commitment is like in terms of maintenance, like if the bulb is faulty, you should replace the bulb, because the Ward Development Committee provided the whole entire light-up, the frame, the bulb, and the installation. But now, the moment we install it, it becomes yours. So because we don't want it to be like, only the Ward Development Committee to provide this thing, but we also need the owners, for the community members to take ownership of the project. So this is why we generated this form, where this is almost the same approach. The World Development Committee members went through after each to every light owner to fill this thing, and each form, if I tender, you'll see the form. The person who fill the form from the World Development Committee will indicate, and my signature will be there, just to be able to know where the lights are, and to know the people who are responsible for the lights, so that we can easily monitor the process, please. Yes.
All right, may we please have that now? And Mr. Jammeh, you were in a cultural, sorry, you're in foreign relations subcommittee as well?
Yes, please. Yes, I was the chair.
Oh, you was the chair? Because amongst the documents that you've tendered, I've seen minutes of meetings, I've seen recommendations, reports for the committee, and the committee was very much functional.
Basically, partially, because the reason why I said that, we do normally organize meetings, and we do sometimes engage into certain outreach program. One of the outreach program is there, where we went to the European Union. We met him, and also there was a day we also went to the British High Commissioner with the mayor, to make a courtesy call. Yes. So equally also there was a time also we decided to come up with a KM festival wherein annually around December to organize a festival so that at least we can also entertain the residents of KM. But basically, all these things were done, but at the end of the day, it was not materialized.
Okay. That's fine. Now I'll go through the documents, gender the documents, then we can proceed from.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender Bundung 6 Junction Ward Development Plan 2018 to 2022, Phase 1 and 2. Bundung 6 Junction Ward Development Committee documents, payment advices and vouchers. Bundung 6 Junction Ward Development Committee Activity Schedule 2018 to 2023. Retirements of funds allocations for Bundung 6 Junction subject retirements of ward funds dated 25th September 2020. List of members of Bundung 6 Junction Ward Development Committee. Request for lightning dated 19th July 2020. Subject request for lightning 300 lightning units.
Take your time. Please take your time. Let me have those ones. Let me have those ones first.
Sure. Yes. It's part of the defensive.
Sorry.
Yes, Council. I have another one.
No, that's a
Retirement.
request.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No.
it should be given to Madam Chair. It was part of the list of the retirements that was.
Yes.
It should be given to Madam Chair. Sorry. The letter dated 17 August 2020, subject request for letters addressed to you dated 19th and the 21st of July 2020, signed by the witness, Mr. Sulaiman Jammeh. And another request for submission dated 2nd October 2022. These are a bunch of requests sent to council. Request dated 28th July 2022, request for grader. Another request dated 6th April 2020, request for trips of travel, signed by the witness and addressed to the General Director of Department of Geology. Request dated 9 April 2021. Subject request for grader, signed by Mr. Alaji. Addressed to the Lord Mayor. Another request dated 2nd July 2020. Subject letter of notification. Another letter dated 4th August 2020, subject seeking for support for our community lightning project, Bundan 6 Junction, to the General Manager of Corporate Petroleum. Signed by the witness, Mr. Sulayman Jammeh. Another bundle of documents for reports on the Foreign Relations Subcommittee, dated 28th day of September to the 8th day of October 2018. Memos and letters, updates and recommendations for the Foreign Relations Subcommittee. These are a bundle of documents from the Foreign Relations Subcommittee. Madam Chair, we apply to tender all into evidence as an exhibit.
The documents presented by the witness for admission are as follows. A memo dated the 30th of December 2019, emanating from the chairman, Art, Culture and Tourism and Foreign Affairs Committee. The memo is addressed to the Lord Mayor and the file copy is maintained. It has reference KMC/ACTFAC/01/2019 with the caption Arts, Culture, Tourism and Foreign Relations Committee updates. It is signed by the witness Sulayman Jammeh. A memo dated the 27th of April 2019. It's emanated from the chairman, Arts, Culture, Tourism and Foreign Affairs Committee. It is addressed to the Lord Mayor and a file copy was also provided for. It has reference KMC/ACTFAC/01/2019 with the caption Arts, Culture, Tourism and Foreign Affairs Committee. It is signed by Sulayman Jammeh, the witness. A memo dated the 11th of February 2019. It emanated from the chairman, Arts, Culture, Tourism and Foreign Relations Committee. It is addressed to the Lord Mayor and a file copy is also maintained. It has reference KMC/EAC/R/02/2019 with the caption recommendations. It is signed by Sulayman Jammeh, the witness. A memo dated the 25th of October 2021. It emanated from the chairman, Arts, Culture, Tourism and Foreign Relations Committee, addressed to the Lord Mayor and it is copied to all members of council, and a file copy was maintained. It has subject update/recommendations. It is also signed by Honorable Sulayman Jammeh, Mr. Sulayman Jammeh, sorry. The memo dated 25th of March 2021, it emanated from the Chairman Finance Committee. It is addressed to the Lord Mayor. It is copied to the CEO, and a file copy is maintained. The subject is Arts, Culture, Tourism, and Foreign Relations Committee updates. It is also signed by Mr. Sulayman Jammeh, the witness. A General Council meeting with meeting number KMC/GCM/012/2019. A letter dated the 4th of August 2020, it is addressed to the General Manager, Aqua Petroleum, Backwater, with the subject seeking for support for our community lighting project. The letter is signed by Sulayman Jammeh, Council of Bundung 6 Junction Ward. And attached to this letter is an estimate of the cost. There's also the Bundung Murutani 6 Junction garbage collection revenue and expense budget. A letter dated the 22nd of July 2020, which emanated from the Bundung 6 Junction Murutani Ward Development Committee. It is addressed to the Manager Malik Project, KMC, with the caption letter of notification. It is signed by Abubakar Sila, Secretary Mbalit, Bundung 6 Junction Ward. It is copied to the Honorable Council. A letter dated the 19th of April 2021, it is addressed to the Lord Mayor, Kanifing Municipal Council, with the caption request for a grader. It is signed by Alaji Abubakar Sila, Secretary General, and a file copy is maintained. It is from Bundung 6 Johnson Murutani Ward Development Committee. A letter dated the 6th of April 2020, addressed to the Director General Department of Geology, Kanifing. The letter emanated from the Bundung 6 Junction Murutani Ward Development Committee. It has the caption request for trips of gravel. It is signed by Councillor Sulayman Jammeh, Bundung 6 Junction Murutani Ward. A letter dated the 28th of July 2020, addressed to the Lord Mayor, Kanifing Municipal Council, from the Bundung 6 Junction Murutani Ward Development Committee, with the caption request for a grader. It is signed by Alaji Abubakar Sila, Secretary General. A letter dated the 2nd of October 2020, with reference KMC/MO/041/2020. It is addressed to the Councillor Chairman, 6 Junction Ward, Kanifing Municipality, with the caption resubmission of letters addressed to you dated the 19th of July 2020. It is signed by Usman Gay, for His Worship the Lord Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. It is copied to the Chief Executive Officer, and file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 17th of August 2020, addressed to the Lord Mayor, Kanifing Municipal Council. It emanated from Bundung 6 Junction Murutani Ward Development Committee, with the caption resubmission of letters addressed to you dated the 19th and 21st of July 2020. It is signed by Councillor Sulayman Jammeh, Bundung 6 Junction. A letter dated the 24th of February 2020, it emanated from the Clerk of Council. It is addressed to all ward councillors. It is copied to the Lord Mayor and acting CEO. A file copy is maintained, and the subject is payment of WDC fund. It is signed by Usman Gay. A memo dated the 7th of July 2020, it emanated from the Clerk of Council. It is addressed to all ward councillors. It is copied to the CEO, Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. It has reference KMC/MO/CC 02/20 in brackets 2 with the subject request for retirement of WDC funds. It is signed by Usman Gaze. A letter dated the 19th of July 2020. It is addressed to the Lord Mayor Cardiff Municipal Council with the subject request for 300 lighting units for our community lighting project. It is signed by Councillor Sulayman Jammeh, Junction. Attached to this request to the council is the estimate for the said project. Bundu 6 Junction Ward Development Committee members for 2018. A memo dated the 25th of September 2020. It emanated from the Clerk of Council. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, and the Lord Mayor is copied. A file copy is maintained, and it has subject to retirement of WDC funds. It is signed by Mr. Usman Gay, and attached to this memo is the Bundu 6 Junction Murutani Ward Development Committee fund account for the 6 months ended 30th June 2020. The Bundu 6 Junction Murutani Ward Development Committee 2018-2023 activity schedule. A memo dated the 6th of May 2021 it emanated from the Clerk of Council. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor. A file copy is maintained. It has subject to retirement of WDC funds, and it is signed by Mr. Usman Gay. And attached to this memo is also a letter dated 4th of May 2021. This is addressed to the Lord Mayor, and it has subject payment of ward development fund. It is signed by Abu Bakar Sila, WDC Secretary. A report titled Lord Mayor Ahmed Talib Bensouda and Councillor Sulayman Jammeh visit to Madison, USA for the Madison Canifing Sister City Partnership from the 28th of September to the 8th of October 2018. The development activities of Bundung 6 Junction Ward Development Committee 2018 to 2022, that is the report. The development activities of Bundung 6 Junction Ward Development Committee 2018-2022, activity report 2. And 11 payment vouchers evidencing expenditure on activities identified by the ward development committees, which projects were funded by council through the allocations for wards. These documents are all admitted in the bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/SJ in brackets 1/KMC/002. As the Commission pleases. Madam Chair, in addition to those documents, we have 2 files. One is application for street lighting and maintenance form for Bundung 6 Junction Ward, and the other one is the same application and maintenance form for Bundung 6 Junction, Bundung Mauritania Ward. The other one is 6 Junction, the other one is Mauritania Ward. We apply to tender these 2 files into evidence as an exhibit. Two files presented for admission are the street lighting application and maintenance form, Bundung 6 Junction Subward. And the second file is street light application and maintenance for Bundu Murutani subward. These two files are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LG/SD/ in brackets 1/KMC/003.
Ask the commission, please. Mr. Jammeh, you made mention of a payment voucher. That's PV 180818, totaling to $260,000, dated the 9th day of August 2018. The payment voucher will be given to you. You can kindly throw it against your name, and I'll ask a question regarding the payment voucher. Do you remember seeing this payment voucher? There are a list of names on that payment voucher. You can kindly go through it against your name and let me know if you get to that page. Have you seen your name?
Yes, please.
Did you sign that voucher?
No, this is not my signature.
And do you remember receiving any money, let's say $10,000, with regards to that payment?
No.
May we please have the voucher back? And do you even remember participating in any market exercise with regards to this payment?
No, basically, as far as this market exercise is concerned, I've not participated in a form of a special program because I don't have a market within my community, in my work, but I have a market that is close by. So that one, I normally do my normal routine, based on to go and see some of the things, through the activity you'll see is part of my listing with the photos and everything. So basically for this exercise, I knew it was being discussed at the level of the council, but later from there, I didn't know, and I cannot remember receiving this amount of money. In fact, this is not my signature.
It is apparent from the statement and the one on the payment version. So that's why I asked you the question, was that your signature?
No.
And you've also been attending trainings and receiving allowance?
Yes, normally whenever there is a training, we have a WhatsApp group. So they will just send information and we will go and attend.
Madam Chair, unless there is any question from any of the honorable commissioners, that will be all for this witness.
Honorable Jammeh, we will look through the vouchers you have presented and the retirement of the funds that have been allocated to you for your ward development. If there is any need to call you back to verify any information on the documents you have presented to us, we will do so. But let me say that I wish to commend you for providing for us the retirement of the funds that we were allocated from 2018 to 2022, because this is the funds that you are given from council are funds that are taken from the revenue that you have collected.
Yes.
So it's important for us to see what you have, and we will go through the vouchers that you have presented for us to see and confirm the activities that you have executed pursuant to the monies that you were given. So thank you for that. So you are
Thank you.
discharged.
Thank you, Council. Thank you, Chair.
Can you please call the register to call the next witness?
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Mane. Good morning. You're welcome back. And Council, can you please proceed?
Yes, please. Good morning, Mr. Mane. Do you have the documents that you were required to provide? Yes, may we please have the documents?
Thank you.
Oh, everything is in here.
Yes.
Amen. Madam Chair, we apply to tender the following documents. The agreement between Equitech and Canopy Municipal Council. Signed by Mr. Lamin S. Sanyan, signed by the CEO of Canifing and the witness, Mr. Farima Mane. Business registration certificate and GPPA certificates for the year 2020, 2021. And a copy of a certificate of business registration for year 2019 July. And a letter dated 9th March 2021, subject award of automated revenue collection system. addressed to the President of Ecotech Africa Limited, Kutu, signed by the I cannot see who was the sorry. Okay. Signed by the CEO. By the stamp, the signature is not available. Copied the Lord Mayor and the Deputy Lord Mayor, Director of Service and Project Manager. Another letter dated 7th March 2021, addressed to the CEO of Carnegie Municipal Council, subject award of automated revenue collection system. A bunch of letters from Ecotech Africa Limited. First one dated 2nd August 2021, addressed to the chairman of Mbalit Committee, Carnegie Municipal Council, subject deployment of new electronic device. The second letter dated 28th day of August 2021, addressed to the Management Committee, Carnegie Municipal Council, subject employment of new revenue electronic device. Another letter from Ecotech Africa dated 9 September 2021, addressed to the CEO of Carnegie Municipal Council, subject training of Mbalit Committee and ticket sellers. Signed by the President of Ecotech Africa Limited, the witness, copied Lord Mayor, Deputy Lord Mayor and Mbalit Committee. Another letter from Ecotech dated 9th August 2021, copied the CEO Mbalit Committee, addressed to the CEO, copied the CEO Mbalit Committee, subject deployment of new electronic device. Another letter dated 13th day of September 2021, addressed to the CEO, Carnegie Municipal Council, subject request for information regarding all personnel engaged in the KMC Mbalit project, signed by Gaston Meltos Francis, Chairman of Ecotech Africa Limited, copied Mbalit Project Manager. Another letter dated 6th of September 2021, addressed to the CEO, subject claim for Ecotech Africa Limited entitlement with the reference to KMC letter of award. Another letter from Ecotech dated 25th February 2022, addressed to the Deputy CEO of Carnegie Municipal Council, subject request for a meeting with the Lord Mayor, Deputy Lord Mayor, Deputy CEO, Mbalit Committee, Finance Manager, Services Manager, and the Mbalit Project Manager, signed by the President of Ecotech, Mr. Frayma Mane. The witness copied the Lord Mayor, Deputy Lord Mayor, Chairman, Mbalit Committee, Finance Manager, Services Manager, and Mbalit Project Manager. A letter dated 2nd March 2022, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer of Ecotech from I beg your pardon. A letter from Carnegie Municipal Council dated 2nd March 2022, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Ecotech Africa Limited, subject Mbalit Revenue Collection and Management, signed by the Deputy CEO, copied Lord Mayor, Deputy Director of Finance. Balit Project Manager and Balit Project Committee Chairman. A letter from Ecotech dated 9th November 2021 address 57 Mamanimanjang Highway, subject request for payment. Signed by the witness, Mr. Fireman Mane. A letter from KMC dated 17th August 2021, addressed to the President of Equator Gambia Limited, subject deployment of new electronic device. A letter from Ecotech dated 25th January 2022, subject request for payment of Ecotech share of the Mr. Mane, this one is not very visible. I'm not sure what's there. A letter from Carnegie Municipal Council addressed to the CEO of Ecotech, subject pilot project for the market revenue collection system, signed by Mr. Sherif Njai for the CEO. And another document, Ecotech company profile. Operation report from 2020 August to 2021 August 10th. Printouts. Report printout. Letter from Ecotech dated 28 September 2021, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Carnegie Municipal Council, subject request for review of council expected revenue baseline of 1,600,000. Reference to the valid revenue contract signed between Carnegie Municipal Council and Ecotech Africa Limited. Signed by Mr. Fireman Mane, President of Ecotech Africa Limited. A document subject execution timelines and deliverables work plan. Recommendations. '21 from Ecotech addressed to the CEO, Carnegie Municipal Council, subject the pilot for the market revenue collection, signed by Mr. Fireman Mane, President of Ecotech Africa Limited. Another letter dated 21st of February 2022, addressed to the Deputy CEO of Carnegie Municipal Council, subject recommendation to increase the revenue generated for the Malit project. Request from Ecotech Africa Limited, request for payment, signed by Fireman Mane, the witness, President of Ecotech Africa Limited. this one is a duplicate. We've tendered a letter dated the 17th August 2021. It's two. Madam Chair, we apply to tender all of these documents into evidence as an exhibit.
The documents presented by the witness are admitted as follows. A GPPA, that is Gambia Public Procurement certificate of supplier stroke contractor registration for the period ending December 2020 and ending December 2021. The certificate of business registration dated the 29th day of July 2019. Ecotech company profile, Ecotech's report from 2020 to 2021, August 2020 to August 2021. A letter dated the 28th of September 2020 from Ecotech, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer of KMC. It has the subject request for review of the Council's expected revenue baseline of GMD 1,600,000, reference to the embedded revenue contract signed between Carnival Municipal Council and Ecotech Africa Limited. It is signed by Fariman Mane, President Ecotech Africa Limited. A letter dated the 17th of March 2021 with reference GPPA/KMC/TR1 in brackets 20/4 in brackets /MKI. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer of KMC. It has the subject award of automated revenue collection system. It is signed by Mamadou K. Jallo for Director General. It is copied to the Lord Mayor of KMC. A letter dated the 21st of February 2022 addressed to the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Carnival Municipal Council, with the subject recommendations to increase the revenue generated for the Mbalit project. "14 letters emanating from Ecotech addressed to Carnival, making different requests, are put together in a bundle, and this are also going to be part of the bundle of documents that are to be admitted. A letter dated the 12th of August 2021 with reference KMC/ADM/014 addressed to the Chief Executive Officer of Ecotech Africa Limited with the subject pilot project for the market revenue collection system. It is signed by Sheriff Njai. For Chief Executive Officer, it is copied to the Lord Mayor. A letter dated the 19th of March 2021 with reference BEY 19/170/01 in brackets 28. It is addressed to the President Ecotech Africa Limited, go to point, with the subject award of automated revenue collection system. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, KMC, Deputy Lord Mayor, Director of Services, Project Manager. And the agreement, which is dated the 1st of April 2021 between Carnival Municipal Council and Ecotech Gambia Limited. These documents are all admitted together in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LDC/FM/KMC/002. As the Commission pleases. Mr. Mane, those are the only documents you have?
Yes.
Have you provided actual revenue generated by council? We've seen a report, but we haven't seen the actual revenue generated by council.
Yes, it's part of it because exactly. It was from the 4th of April, is it 2020 to the 1st of, I think, August to 2021. Is there?
Okay. Mr. William, could you kindly give him the bundle of the documents so he can show me? I've seen a report, but I'm not sure The documents it has done that said the annual revenue generated by council are all part of the report. That's the one from 2020 August to 2021
Yes.
August 10th.
Yes, exactly.
Chair, unless there are questions for this witness, that will be all for this witness.
Let me just find out. Mr. Mane, thank you for coming again. I just want a clarification on your statement that you gave to this commission. You indicated that there was a problem with the baseline.
Yes.
And the baseline that was given to you by council was you were supposed to generate 1.6 million per month.
Yes.
And upon start of the work, that is the collection of revenue after deploying the
machines,
deploying the machines, you have further indicated in your statement that you were earning between 8 to 900,000.
Yes.
And when you had this, at what point did you realize this shortfall as against what was provided for in the contract agreement?
Actually, it was at the beginning we were trying to negotiate with them. I have understand that the KMC was not making $1.6 million is the time we read the contract, and then, as I said, I go through.
Sorry, I didn't get that point.
Yes, I said it was in the beginning, the time we go through the contract.
Yes.
I realized that the baseline they put there is $1.6 million, which I argued with them. But as they said, we are there to support them and bring transparency and increase the revenue for them. So that was the reason why I back up. But I go further. As I said, did some investigation and realized that the baseline they were having is between $800,000 to $900,000. So we have increased their revenue for 50%. So which we were claiming for them to pay for the all along they didn't pay.
Now, the challenge we have in understanding is that if in the contract, as per the documents we have admitted, that is LGC/FM/KMC/002, where you have the bundle of documents, the agreement that is dated 1st April 2021. At page 2 of at page 3 of the agreement, I referred you to clause 3.2, that is clause 3.2, where it says Ecotech is entitled to 40% of any profit on top of council's expected revenue baseline of 1.6. Now, my question is, upon realizing before you signed this agreement, were you given any records as to show actual income that council has to inform this 1.6 million?
No, they didn't give us.
Did you request for it?
Yes, we request. I even told the finance director that if they.
Was that at a meeting where you have minutes?
Yes, it was in a meeting whereby we told them that if they can give us the report of the generation of the money before we came in for the project. But it never came. We never see any financial report based on their baseline. Never.
And you still went ahead and signed, despite the fact that you knew you cannot ascertain the figure that they have given you because you do not have evidence put to you to to confirm this baseline?
Yes, actually, that is true. I did sign the contract, and based that I came to support the municipality to increase their revenue. And the concept was the revenue stream of the whole, the revenue of the municipality. It means not only the money, the markets are there, the land rates are there, others are there. So, and I'm not seeing that moment of a time that is only the ballot. So let me fight for it and get 800,000. No. So I see the future for the municipality. That's the reason why I signed for it. And they told me that, especially the CEO told me, Mr. Mani,
CEO.
Senator Martin was there at that time, and she told me that I think we don't need to argue of this baseline for the moment of the time, because there is a lot to do within the municipality. So within all those things I gathered in mind, I said yes, because I didn't came there to enrich myself. So I came there to support the municipality to increase the revenue so that we can build KMC,
Yes.
because I live in KMC.
But I believe that at the initial transaction with KMC, it was important for you to set the records straight with very clear terms based on honesty. Because if KMC is agreeing with you, you understand, both sides should have provided the facts on the table so that you start off on a very clean slate. Don't you think that should have been?
That's right. You really right, Madam
The
Chairman.
second question I want to ask you is that in your statement, your second page in your statement, you said the contract is still valid. How is it valid?
Yeah, contract is 5 years. Yes, so
It
and
was signed in 2020.
it's
2021.
2021.
Yes.
Yes. So since then,
2021 to
it is 2025.
okay.
Yeah.
So, and when did when did the municipality stop using your machines as revenue?
It was 2 years ago. They stopped 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 months, and they stopped using our machines. But the equipments, everything is there with them. They never hand over the equipments, but they just stop using the machine and go back to paper ticketing.
What we have heard from collectors that came here, they claim, they gave evidence to the effect that the machines were the problems, that for them not to have proper reconciliations, the machines were the issue. What can you tell us about that? We just want to reconfirm who is the supplier of these machines.
Yes, Madam Chairman, thank you very much for that. But as we go further, all those people who were using the machine, they know that the machine was good. And anything, as you get the report, you can see exactly every area, what they produce, what they sell is there. And every collector, if you open the machine in the morning with your password, is registered. So there is no problem with the machine. The problem is them who don't want to use the machine. Because the machine gives you transparency. So if you don't want transparency, then that's it. You don't want the machine. So the machine is very easy to use. It's an Android. The way they use their phones.
Yes. Now we will further ask you to get us the operator's report from August 2020 to August 2021 gave us the transactions based on what is contained in this document. It has given us the total ticket amount, the first line. It has given us the details, the date, the ticket numbers, etc., and the amount imputed. So can we have a segregation of this together with the total income that your machines worked on from this period?
Yeah, I think it's there. The total income from that, the whole year was
Let me
17.
give you the document and you tell us.
Yeah, 17 million something dollars is there. That's the total amount the machine generated for the year. At the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See that as well.
So that's the total amount. Within a year, we generated 17 million and something thousand.
Just for one component, the revenue line,
For the,
Mbalit project.
just for the Mbalit.
Just for the Mbalit.
Just for the Mbalit.
And not on the other.
No, just for the Mbalit. Just for the Mbalit.
Yes. And now you further indicated that they stopped using this your machines.
Yes.
1.5 years ago, right?
Yeah, yes.
And what have you done over this period?
Yeah, I mean, that's the letters we have written to them until they reply that let us not deploy any more machine, let us not deploy anything. So we were sitting down waiting to hear from them after writing, and we write again, with the letter is there, and they didn't respond.
Task did you write?
It was last 1.5 years ago. Yeah, we write to them, and they didn't respond. So then we were just sitting down waiting for them to tell us what to do.
But as a business entity, Mr. Mane, you deployed a system and you believed that the system was working. And looking at the revenue, without you being provided projections, correct projections as to the correct income that they were earning, you went ahead and signed. And up to date, you are not being paid your money, and you did not ask to either renegotiate the terms or to terminate the contract. Why?
No, we write to them to negotiate, and we request many times for the payments. And even the last letter says that we want to negotiate for the baseline, because every month we make 1.6500. That's why we make it for the whole year, for the whole nearly 2 years. We cannot pass the 1.6. So, and we have written to them that, okay, now let's go for the market.
So realistically, it is only between 800 and 900 that you can make per month.
Yes, that's
the realistic figures you have when you deployed your machines.
That's what we did for them. We add 50% upon what they were making.
So you were not able to sit with them to do a proper reconciliation and to move forward.
We have requested.
So what is your latest position now with respect to
the latest position is we trying to contact them and see whether we can start the project again, which we don't hear anything yet. So, and we hope that
if you believe that it is for the purpose of transparency and it's for the purpose of making sure that the revenue earning capacity of the council to increase their revenue earning capacity and to minimize fraud and leakages. And if they are not forthcoming in making sure that they deal with you, don't you think it is prudent for you to move on? Cancel the contract or opt out of the contract and move on?
Actually, what we did now is my last move also was I contacted my lawyer to write a letter to them and ask them we want to continue with the contract. So what they're going to say. So we are waiting for that reply now for the moment.
How much are they owing you now?
If you count the 40% of what we were making is about 10 to 12 million dollars.
From the 17 million.
From the 17 million is $6 million dollars. What they are owing us, but the period between that end of that time until the time we were sitting down without they holding our machine and doing nothing. So if you count that, is another $5 million they owe us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mane.
Ma'am, sorry.
Yes, Honorable Silla has.
Mr. Mane, let me take it from where Madam Chair left it. Okay. You see, Madam, in contracting, if the data is not correct, the contract will not be executed properly. Because both parties should have taken time to gather correct data. How many properties are in KMC? How many of those properties are interested in using the service? Based on that, you can know the amount of properties in KMC, and you can know how much to charge, and you can know how much money you're going to make. But if we just assume that this amount you can make, go and try, it becomes, I'm sorry, with all due respect, a very irresponsible contract. In contract, and even in business, it doesn't work that way. Business is all about making money. And once you don't have the correct data to execute the project as it is, this is where you'll end up. Because they should have known how many plots are in KMC. That is your data. How many of them are interested in using the service? How much do you charge? And then it will give you the accurate revenue. And based on that, you come up with a conservative figure to ensure that this is the targets that we have set, we have to collect this amount. But if each party is doing your own thing in your own little way, in your own little corner, it doesn't match. And that is where we are. The contract is struck, and it's very difficult to sort out. But moving forward, as you have said, I think they should negotiate and move forward. But it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. Thank you.
Thank you. So, sorry, let me just ask. Mr. Mane, I am going to give you this agreement. And please look at this agreement and tell us whether this is the correct agreement you signed with KMC.
Okay. Yeah, this is the agreement we signed with KMC.
Mr. Mane, this is not the agreement you have signed with KMC. Now, I am giving you back the document to look at. Look at the last page and tell me whether it flows from the second to last page, because I am at a loss as to what the last page is saying based on, standards. From the second to last page, you have Articles 5.2, and the last page you have Article 8.3. And when you read Article 5.2, can you please listen to me?
Yes. I just want to check the other contract here.
Yes. Let me, so that you can follow.
Okay.
And then see that it is not the correct agreement you're trying to make.
All right.
And to us. I'm referring you to the second to last page of the agreement.
Yes.
And the second to last page agreement, the Article 5.2. If you look at the last page, the next article is Article 8.3. And when you read Article 5.2, you realize that it is not in correlation with what is contained therein after the article. and it's not in order because you have Article 5.2 and you go straight to Article 8.3. So where is Article 6, where is Article 7, and where is Article 8.1 and Article 8.2? Please look at the document.
Okay, I'm having the document here.
Now, Mr. Mane, did you see the issues that I've raised in the
Yes,
agreement?
yes. I think one page is missing here.
Now, what we are going to do, Mr. Mane, you are going to leave us with that document.
Yeah.
Please get us the document, the correct agreement,
Yes.
complete, signed agreement.
Yes.
At KMC.
Yeah.
So we will maintain this because it's already admitted in evidence as an agreement.
Okay. Yeah, one page for printing error.
Yes.
One page is missing.
Yes. Just another more question. There is the issue of the 2%, the issue of the 2% recurrent baseline revenue. How were you able to calculate the 2% recurrent baseline?
Yes, actually it's the total amount of the turnover, the 2% of it. Yeah. So what
now you had already indicated this in your agreement.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And how would you be in a position to quantify this when you do not have the actual turnover as record from KMC?
Yeah, the actual turnover, yes. We have the actual turnover. It's in record.
Oh, not when you started. Not when you started. Before you signed the agreement.
Yes.
Did you have actual turnover to be able to come to 2%? Because you said it's a PPP agreement.
Yes. No, actually the 2%, we just did it like we added on top for material cost. Whatever it is, if we cannot cross the baseline, then there is an operational cost we will have.
Correct, because you are dealing with an institution that collects public revenue,
Yeah.
right? And for you to be able to come up with these percentages, you must be sure of what, you understand, of their total turnover is for you to arrive at that 2%. Because it should be, you understand, profitable to you, and it should be profitable to the council.
Yes.
But where you don't have the data, how would you arrive at this? That's my concern.
Yeah, Madam Chairman, that's what I was saying the last time. Like the studies we did for the market in Bali and the whole concept of
Yes. Mr. Mane.
Yeah.
You have the bid proposal data sheet, right?
Yeah.
Please provide. You had the bid security, right?
Yes.
Please provide it. You have the performance security, right?
Yeah.
Please provide that one. You have the terms of reference?
Yeah, it's included.
Yes, okay.
The profile
Yes.
also.
The technical and the technical proposal and the financial proposal. You have that?
No, I don't have it.
Please note.
But I think that's
I am asking you to bring.
Yeah.
Please note it so that you can
Yeah,
provide it for us. The technical and the financial proposal.
Yeah, I think that one is with Mr. Gatson.
Yes, so please be in touch and provide it for us.
Yeah.
I said you provide us with the bid stroke proposal data sheet. You provide us with the bid security, the performance security. You understand? You said we have the terms of reference. We will review the documents and confirm.
Yeah.
But provide us with the technical and the financial proposal. And then I think the rest we will review the documents.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Yes. So we will. Please endeavor to bring this document by next week Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we would have reviewed these documents and we'll ask you the necessary questions.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Do you have a question?
Yes, I had a question for the witness. May I please have the agreement?
Okay. Yes.
Mr. Mane,
Yes.
taking up from where Madam Chair left off with regards to revenue collectors complaining about the machine giving them issues that led to the shortages they have. Now, were the staff trained?
Council, can you put the question again?
Yeah. Can you put the consult? Yeah.
Sorry, I beg your
He did not get the question. Put the question.
Okay, so the staff were to be trained.
Yes. Yes.
Were there any staff training with regards to the usage of the machines?
Yes, we did train the staff. That's the letter I've mentioned on the documents.
Document, yes.
Yeah,
and but the agreement was to require staff training.
Yeah, exactly.
So then in that case, they will not have excuse to say the machine has been giving them problems because they were training conducted.
Exactly.
And you have report to show the full implementation of these trainings?
Yes.
You have a report. You can note it down and you can provide the report.
Okay.
The report of the trainings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Were you doing monthly reconciliation so that each party can know how much money has been generated?
No, I didn't hear you very well. Can you repeat your words, please?
You were required to do a monthly reconciliation.
Yes.
For the income that has been generated, so that both parties, as in Ecotech and Council, can know the monies that have been generated for each month.
Yes.
So you were supposed to do as for clause 4, monthly reconciliation.
Yes, we used to do that.
You were doing that?
Yes, we used to do
You provide the monthly reconciliation.
Yeah, that's one of the documents I have give out. So our accountants, they used to go to the municipality and sit down with the.
That was just for 1 year.
Yeah, that's for the 1 year.
Yes, but then the other you should
The
provide
monthly.
the other. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So it is not specified in the agreement as per the percentages. Yes, it's clear, but it is not specified in the agreement as per how these payments or how the payments as it was to be shared, or how the profits were to be shared, or how you were supposed to get paid. It wasn't specified whether it was for monthly, yearly, or quarterly.
Yeah, I think it's mentioned there. It's monthly. Every month, we share anything above the baseline. We share 60. KMC will take 60. Ecotech will take 44.
So there was a failure on the part of council that they were not paying you monthly instead.
Yes, they didn't pay the monthly because of they hold the baseline as 1.6, which we make every month. But in reality, as I tell to Madam Chairman, that we understood that the baseline was not 1.6. It was between $800,000 to $900,000.
Okay. So it was the monthly payments that compile up to the amount you stated, yes. 12 million.
Exactly.
All right, that'll be all for the witness, Madam Chair, for now. Then we'll go through his documents, and if you have any kind of questions or concern, we'll relay through the registrar to call him.
Yes, I just wanted to be clear about one thing, Mr. Mane. You've earlier said in your evidence that you were making profit. I want you to clarify that issue. because I do believe that you made projections year in, year out, what was going to be the percentage expectation as to rise in revenue collection.
Yes, because the time we started, that's the first to the on the first 2020 to 2021. We have seen that we have generated $17 million for the municipality, and
What percentage was that?
that's 50% increment if the baseline was based on the reality what they have in record. So, but we didn't mention that in the contract because of what we have discussed with them. So,
now, Samani, you must then have an idea as to why the municipality is reluctant in using your machine, in using the machines, because I cannot see why, if the machines are reducing the leakages of revenue and is reducing fraud, why they should be averse in dealing with the issues and moving forward in using the machines, given the fact that people are now moving away from paper transaction to making it techno IT based, so that revenue collections will be easier, more transparent, and you will be in a position to quickly reconcile and see the effects.
Yes, Madam Chairman, that's what I'm trying to bring here. Like we bring this transparency to them, and they were making the money, but now they went back to paper ticket. They are making even less than 500,000 if they bring the record today. If the Malit brings the record today, if the commission can give me the right to tell them to bring the record today, it's less than 800,000. It's less than 800,000.
Yes, the reason I'm asking is because we have informed facts to show that the revenue is less.
Yes. So we have the fact that from the day we started, that the revenue have been increased. The whole year we make $17 million is for them. Just
the Mbalit.
Just the Mbalit. Just one Mbalit revenue collection.
Thank you, Mr. Mane. So please bring us the documents that we had asked for.
Okay.
And we will call you back to clarify things when we go through your documents.
Okay. Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Council. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, so
you may go, Mr. Mane.
Okay. Thank you
so much. You had said.
Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related interests. May I remind you once again that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
No problem.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Hand over the testimony for us to proceed.
Mr. Boja,
Good afternoon, Madam Chair.
you're welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Can we please proceed, Council?
Yes, Mr. Bojang, we will continue from where we stopped the last time you appeared. Do you have any of the documents that you asked to bring? Any?
Not at the moment, because I wanted to wait till I was ready to put them together and then bring them.
Possible. All right. So the activity report for Carnival Municipal Council that you have tendered, Carnival Municipal Youth Committee from March to July 2023 is marked as LDC /1B / KMC /002. Let me give it to you. Please have a look at it and guide us through what the document is about.
Yes, like it says, it's the activity report of what the committee had done in the year before, and some of the things also, or some of the activities that we are taking part in. Notwithstanding, there are other activities that also we have done, which might not be covered in the report, because as a nominated councillor, my work is not just focused on one aspect. Because even the activity plan of the council itself, I take part in the formation of the activity plan of council, and most of the projects that we also do are featured in that activity plan, which is different from the activity plan of the KMYC.
All right. So just for the record, what is that committee about?
Huh?
Just for the record, what is that committee?
Which one? The one that you have handed me?
Yes.
It is the Carnival Municipal Youth Council activity report.
You are part of the youth council?
Yes, I'm part of the KMYC.
You attended the meetings?
I attend meetings when I am available.
And how often do you attend meetings?
I do attend meetings when they call meetings that I am available. I would attend meetings.
Okay. That document these are minutes of meetings, or the one you have with you?
Yes.
Is that a minute of meeting?
It is the first part of it, which says it's more of a report of the Congress itself,
yeah,
and the activities of the council itself.
Okay. Did you take part in the formulation of that document?
The report?
Yes.
No, I didn't take part in the formulation of the report, but I was consulted.
Okay. Do you have evidence of the consultation and your input?
I can't hear you clearly, please.
Do you have evidence of your consultation and your input?
Per se, I don't have evidence of it, but we do consult each other, especially when it comes to report. They might ask me activities that I taken part in, or for example, if I was at a meeting, for example, we get invited to a lot of workshops or trainings. So they will consult, usually through phone call, or when I'm at council, they'll come in the council and then we'll discuss, or sometimes through the WhatsApp group that we have, which is the KMYC WhatsApp. Right.
So it says Sunday, 19th February 2023, the Carnival Municipality Youth Committee held its Congress on Sunday, 19th February 2023 at the Carnival Municipal Council. Were you present?
This one, I believe I was present.
You were present?
Yes, I believe I was present.
But you were not in it says where a new executive was elected into office.
Yes.
Names are present. After the first annual meeting, all consultants, chairpersons, and activity plan was drafted and co-opted members chosen by the core executive. Why did you take part in this activity plan?
I'm not getting clearly.
Did you take part in the activity plan?
In the activity, no, this is the report. You mean the activity plan for the year coming?
Yes.
I submitted some of the activities that I wanted to do to the committee.
Do you have copies of those activities?
I don't have it here.
That you have submitted?
I don't have it here.
So just for the record, this is clearly in relation to the kind of
I'm not hearing you, Council, please.
Okay, so let me this clearly it is with respect to the KMYC.
This one?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. So apart from your relationship with KMYC, as a councillor, have you had any activity plan you've prepared yourselves in relation to your work as a nominated councillor representing the youth?
Council, just to clarify, it is not within my TOR to even work on an activity plan as a nominated council, but I have taken part in council's activity plan generation, which is KMC itself, which is done usually at general council. So we bring in or we submit programs or projects that we want to do for the year, whereas then the council will put it into its annual plan, which is the KMC's annual plan itself, and then we will implement based on the availability of funds and also what are priority areas.
When you say it is not within your TOR, what do you mean?
For example, what I am trying to explain here is that my work is not, for example, defined in based on an activity plan that I have. My work is based on the needs and aspirations of the people I represent at a certain given period of time.
Yes.
So priorities might change, even though I do have a guideline to say that this and this is what I want to do. But the work is not defined or definite to an activity plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't expect that politicians their mandate or what they have to do would be defined by these acts or regulations. But when you are nominated or when you're representing a class of people, it is very clear that you must emanate from that class which you are youth and then you are nominated along those lines.
Yes.
Now, if you're to serve for a period, is 4 years, 5 years?
No, my term is based on the term of the KMC.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. So if you're to serve within a given period, we expect that any person nominated would know or have a plan.
Yes.
To know what you want to do within this period.
Yes.
So that it is along those lines that I am asking whether you yourself, you have any plans that you have formulated in relation to trying to achieve the reason as to why you are nominated representative, because there are problems and how to solve it. Do you have any work plan or working tool that you come up with to argue that in council?
Again, my work plan is based on what the representatives of the youths in the constituencies bring. And the representative of these youths in the constituencies are the representatives from KMYC.
Yeah.
So they will bring the issues that are affecting young people within the constituencies.
Yeah.
And when it's formalized in a document, it is also submitted to me. And what we'll also do is that during the mayor's tour, we go around and I would speak to young people who are within the community of KMC. And they'll also tell me their problems, which I will also deliberate at General Council when it comes to building up of KMC's plan. But I have not sat alone to say that I will develop a plan without consulting. That is why I just want to clarify.
Okay. So in 2018, for instance, when you were nominated as the councillor to represent the youth in 2018, for that year or 2018 to 2019, what were the main issues or main problems that the youth were facing that you had to address and how did you address those issues?
Yes. So in 2018, when we came, I was fortunate to take part in the mayor's tour just right after our nomination. And we visited all the 19 wards and met all leaders, be it community, religious, youth, and all groups. We were able to have consultations with them. And during these consultations, we would listen to them and see some of the areas that they would have issues in. Some of the areas were unemployment, for example, to recreational facilities. Thirdly, general support. Fourthly was also how to empower young people. So since these were the areas of focus, when we came into General Council, I submitted most of the problems that were faced by these young people. I believe the report was also submitted by the Clerk of Council during a General Council sitting of the challenges faced by 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 the constituencies and the wards that we visited.
Who prepared them?
The council itself prepared.
Council.
Yeah.
Now I'm more particularly concerned. I'm very concerned about your work individually in relation to this area.
Yeah. So I'm coming. I'm not done. Yes. So after that, the positions like I mentioned were unemployment, youth empowerment, recreational facilities, and just basic support to young people. So these were the areas of focus we had in our first term, and we were able to push to see that some of these came to fruitfulness. For example, we were able to set up a 20 million revolving youth fund that supported young people who were into business, and we gave them loans through Supersonic and other microfinances. We had also the Bachka, we had the Bachka initiative that we brought, where we gave Bachkas to young people within the municipality of Kanifing as a sort of a facility loan, where they paid after 1 year, and the Bachkas were there. This was done in relations to the ITC, sorry, and also which is the International Trade Center through YEP. We also were able to renovate and work on the community centers we have in KMC, which is the Bakwara Community Center, which is a clothing and textile hub now.
Were these projects you initiated?
And these were projects that I was part and parcel of, and most of them I initiated.
Would that would be the story of every council, that all achievements are really joint achievements? They are, because by virtue of being in council and taking part in deliberations, it will be easy for anyone to just say, I took part in this decision. So how can you clarify?
But these were youth empowerment projects, and youth empowerment projects fall under my domain as a youth councillor.
Yes, but it's a question.
Yes, most of them I initiated.
Can you list out the ones that you initiated and what you have done in relation to achieve it?
Yes, so like I mentioned, first of all, we were able to set up a 20 million youth revolving fund, which was to support young entrepreneurs within the Kanifing Municipal Council.
Which you initiated?
Which I initiated to support.
Comments in relation to that?
The agreement was signed with Supersonic Microfinance, but I also had personal relations with other microfinance organizations who were also supporting where Supersonic couldn't step in. But there was a contractual agreement between KMC and the Supersonic Microfinance.
Do you have any documentation?
I'm sure council will have documentation.
You don't have any?
No, because I didn't sign the agreement. The CEO signed the agreement between him and the CEO of Supersonic.
Please, we will ask that you provide all these documents in relation to the $20 million revolving fund.
Look, can you give me a minute so I could jot that?
Yes.
Yeah. So from that also we had where during the COVID-19, we had donations from well-wishers through the KMYC in partner where we worked with people who donated to us bags of rice and other condiments that were needed by the less fortunate, and also jerry cans and other sanitary equipment.
Activities for KMYC? Activities that...
No, you asked about my activities, so I'm giving you activities that I've worked on.
Yeah, in relation to cancer.
Yeah, but like I mentioned, in as much as I work in I am a councillor, but I also work with KMYC.
Yes.
So most of the projects I do, KMYC usually plays a huge part in it.
Yes. So
because I don't do them alone.
So I don't doubt. I really believe that problem is true. But we're here in relation to know your activities in relation to KMC. So if they are cross-cutting, and then probably KMC is a partner to these activities, then they will be relevant for this relation to these proceedings. But if it is strictly KMYC's activities, then it may not be relevant for these proceedings. So I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say.
I do understand, but they are not. It is not that they are just for KMYC.
Yes.
Because most of the councillors also took part in these activities. Because the implementation of KYC's projects are not done in isolation.
Yeah.
In fact, most of the youth representatives, like I mentioned, in the constituencies, work directly with the councils. when it comes to mobilization, when it comes to implementation of projects, they work with the councillors on the ground. So most of the projects are not done, like I mentioned, in isolation.
Okay. So now, can you now tell us, you married the two. Can you now tell us KMC's role in these activities?
Yeah, sure.
By KMC's.
Yeah, sure. So the other project that we also did was that during the same COVID.
No, the last one, the face masks. Well, where does KMC fall within the scope of the activity?
Because when we were formulating the project, it was done through the committee, KMYC committee, but also it was brought to council because most of the time council will also finance and support some of the projects. So with the jerry cans, I do believe, the wash stations we had within the wards, even though it was an initiative through the KMYC, but the councillors played a vital role because they were the ones who selected where most of these were going to be stationed. So it was a joint project, in my opinion.
So the face masks, where does KMC come?
No, it was a general. Which face mask you're talking?
You spoke about you've received donations from from.
No. I said general sanitary equipment.
Sanitation.
Yeah, not face mask.
So what is exactly the role KMC played? I want you to explain clearly the role KMC played in that.
KMC played the role in defining where these stations or wash stations were going to be stationed in the markets, for example, or in the communities. So that is a role that KMC played.
So was it a partnership with KMC?
When we do projects, we do it interchangeably. There's no definite position.
So this one, do you call it a partnership? Or is it a project solely for KMYC? Or do you call it a partnership KMYC and KMC? I just want to have the correct.
It will be difficult to define accounts. Because usually when we work interchangeably.
Yeah. So let's speak easy. Where there is a partnership, it's clear there is a partnership. Where there is no partnership, it's very clear that there is no partnership.
No, because okay, go on.
I'm sorry. So the issue is, if you A and B are in collaboration to do any activity, either through documentation or activity reports, we're very clear the role each party will play. So if there is no partnership, we're very clear that a certain activity has been carried out by just one party. So it's for you to tell us whether it was a partnership. If the answer is yes, in the affirmative, then you tell us the role played by each party. What is your responsibility, party A? What is your responsibility, party B? And for in most occasions where you have this partnership, there will be documents to prove to establish this fact. So please help us with.
I wouldn't call it a partnership. I'll call it a collaboration. And I think I've definitely defined each group's role. Like I mentioned, KMYC provided the goods and the equipment, while KMC helped with the facilitation and also with the stationing. So it was a collaboration and not a partnership, I'll call it.
Okay. Now, not very satisfied, but let's move on. Any other activity?
Yeah, sure. There are a lot more.
Okay.
During the COVID also, we gave out $1 million through YEP.
We as in who?
Partnership between KMC and YEP.
Okay. Partnership?
Yes.
So who gave out?
YEP gave out the million. But we were assigned to work on a project where, because we were faced with challenges and we were asked to come up with solutions to these challenges. One of the challenges was that young people couldn't go to school anymore because of the lockdown. Two, our markets were no more functional because of the embargo and the curfew. And thirdly, it was that the transport system was a lot of people in the transport system were losing money. So what we came up with was a project which we partnered with YEP to see how best do we address these three positions. A prize money of 1 million was put forward by YEP, and young people within the Carnegie Municipal Council applied. And when they applied, they pitched their ideas to us, and then we came up with the first three who we thought were the best solutions to these problems. The winners were Gisco, which is a learning platform, Lejumbo, which is an e-market platform, and also I believe Outboost, which is a telemarketing and an advertisement platform. So that is also another project we did.
There's financial contribution from KMC?
No, there's no financial.
Why is there any reason why?
No, because we KMC usually is bootstrapped when it comes to financing. So bootstrap. So what I have done, majority of the projects that I have implemented, funding came from outside. Because when I came, I realized that we had a challenge of constraints. And like I mentioned, when we did the mayor's store, I realized that okay, in as much as my constituency has issues, they need but at the moment the priority at council was that waste management, for example, was a priority. We had invested a lot of money into acquiring our waste stores.
There be any problem in relation to cash issues in
Yeah, because I mean, generally, majority of Gambians, especially the Gambia Municipal Council, do not pay tax. We have a compliance issue.
How do you know that?
Because of the records that are at council. For example, I can tell you that in Bakau, where I live, over 22 million people owe tax to KMC.
What we have is taxes being paid and mismanaged.
Well, I am telling you that this is not the fact on the ground because I live in Bakau and I can tell you that this is a fact because even my neighbors, for example, I had to continue going to them because when people come, because once they understand or think that you work at KMC, they believe that you can solve most of their problems at council. But when they go to council, you realize that there are a lot of areas that have not been paid. So these are challenges that we face, and not just that. Subvention, for example, that government is supposed to give us are not coming forward.
Need subvention.
Every institution needs subventions. Even the Ministry of Justice is subvented. So every institution to function to the best of your ability, you need financing. And this is a law. It is not something you need or you don't need. It's not something that is put on the table so you can cherry pick. It's a law that says that we need to be subvented. So if government is not doing that, that is based on the incompetence of government. But we cannot be asked if we are.
Please provide for us reconciliations that have been done from 2018 to 2023 as of January 1st for us to have the evidence that there is no payment of the subventions that were due from government. That is one. And the second thing is, can you please note that please provide us with the reconciliations from 2018 to end of January 31st, 2023. For us,
from 2018 to 2023.
Yes, so 31st January. For us to ascertain
no problem
whether government has paid and has not, whether it has paid or not paid. And the other issue is also provide us with car park fees payment.
That will be difficult as it's not under my mandate. No.
No, you are talking about government not paying.
Yeah.
Car park fees are government.
I don't, to be honest, I don't know anything about car parks.
So if you don't know, find out first. Because these are also fees that are being paid by government to the councils. And these are huge amounts of money.
Can I respond, Madam Chair, please?
Yeah.
Yes, but when we talk about subventions, Madam Chair, you are told that a certain amount.
So that is why.
Yes, can I please?
Listen.
Okay.
That's why I have asked you. We will discuss this further.
Yeah.
Because we will come back and clarify certain issues. So when you provide the reconciliations from 2018 to January 2023, then we will be able to ascertain. You understand? Which year and when they have not paid the subventions, and then we can discuss the issues thereof. All right? I have been told that it's already 1 o'clock and GRTS has taken signal. We will come back after the break.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We may rise.